G'day, I'm Ian from SPT Cranes Australia, and today we're going to showcase our S7, which is a 3-ton knuckle crane. It has a dead weight of 2.9 tonnes, and it has a maximum radius of 14.5 metres and a maximum lifting height of 17 metres. Let's get started. Starting with our manual controls, we have a set of hydraulic levers here which will control all the crane's functions. In addition, we have toggle switches, which will switch between the different modes to allow the crane to configure with other components such as outriggers, travel mode, and crane mode. We also have another feature on this crane which we'll get to, and that is expanding tracks for stability. So let's have a look and get this crane set up. Setting up the crane is as simple: pulling the pin and locking that into position. This crane has multiple positions to increase its flexibility on tight sites. Once we have our legs set up in our preferred position based on site parameters, I prefer to go to the remote control. Just gives me better flexibility and movement to move around the crane. So let's extend the legs. Now that the crane's set up and stable, check on the telemetry. This screen tells us all the information we need to know. All our green lights indicate that the crane is set up in an optimum position and all the sensors are reading. It'll tell us our radius, our actual load, and our rated load. Once we've got all this set up, then we can go to crane mode on our remote control or on the main feature functions and start to operate. As you can see, the fly jib will actually go beyond straight with the boom to almost an invert. The range on this compared to our 299 is far greater. The weight of the machine is less. And the time of setting up the fly on the 299, which is a comparable crane, is far less as it packs up with a fly already installed. .360-degree slewing. Key feature on this compared to other brands is while we have the remote control, which is wireless, we also have a full set of ground controls. In the event that you end up with flat batteries, there's an accident, someone runs over the remote control, having the ground controls is a critical investment in your machine. Set up the way that it's configured currently, I guess you'd say it's used more as a HIAB, for example, with no hook, with no cable or hook on it. However, that can be done. There's a 4-fall hook fitted on the rear of the crane, and there's a drum with cable, all comes standard. Another key feature is we have an electric motor. Now this comes standard on all our units. This one in particular runs on a standard 15 amp lead and plug, making it great for indoor use. I'd like to show you the features here. Here we have our winch drum, our winch rope. We can be threaded through all of this. We have a single line pulley at the end which fits to our crane. The cable will feed through a series of guide rollers, and our 4-foil hook is mounted at the front of the crane. The last feature is the expanding tracks, but we'll show you that in one moment. Okay, the final feature that we spoke about earlier is the expanding tracks. And that's as simple as a lever. And those tracks will expand out to give greater stability.